Thanks for stopping by my website. My name is Jamieson. You've reached Perpetual Financing System. And ladies and gentlemen, what I show people how to do is to create their own banks. I want you to do yourself a favor. I want you to sit down for a minute and I want you to add up all the monthly payments you've paid over your lifetime to lending institutions. These are payments on cars, real estate, credit cards, boats, you name it. Add up all the payments that you've made over your lifetime. All right? It's going to take a minute, but it's worthwhile. Just do it. All right? When you're done and you've added up that figure, I want you to double that figure, because that means that all that money that you gave control up to the banks over the years, you have got no growth on that, you had no control over it, and you've made the banks rich. So whatever your figure is, double it. All right? For my average client, it's somewhere between $800,000 and $1 million in total payments. So if you double $1 million, that's $2 million. All right? Now compare that to the amount of money that you have saved in your 401ks, IRAs, 403bs, your SEPs, any liquid money that you have saved for retirement, including bank accounts, CDs. Compare those two numbers. Now I want you to tell me which one's bigger. Because 99.9% of the people I talk to all across North America, and I'm fortunate I get to talk to almost every major city in North America, the money that's been given to the banks is way bigger than the money that they have saved for retirement. So that's a broke business model, ladies and gentlemen, but it's a broke business model that we've been trained in since we were brought out of the cradle. What if we could show you how to close that loop of wealth? Picture your wealth as a circle, and money comes in it. Unfortunately, the way most people do it is almost all the money goes back out of it and you have nothing to show for it. Average savings rate in America is less than 2%. That's up from negative just several years ago. However, 35% of the average American's income goes out the door every month to banks in the form of monthly payments. See, ladies and gentlemen, we all know how to borrow from banks. We need credit scores, and we know about ratios. We know all that because we've been trained that way. You want to know why? Because the banks trained us, and Wall Street trained us to take our money, take our 10% savings, or 2%, or whatever you can put it inside of a 401k, and now let the market go up and down and ride that roller coaster and be susceptible to huge losses. I'm here to tell you that you've stumbled on something that is truly fantastic that can change that whole circle of wealth for yourself. So here's what I would ask that you do before you leave this site. Click on the free video. What's going to happen is a whole presentation is going to pop up of a webinar that I did a little while back with a friend of mine. And I explained to you exactly how to be your own bank, exactly how we set these things up, why in my opinion it's far superior to 401ks, 403bs, any qualified plans out there. You're going to see how you can actually be the bank. I want you to think of when you go to a major metropolitan downtown area, what's some of the biggest buildings out there and who owns them? They're banks. And they're made with beautiful glass and cherry wood and marble and you name it. Banking has been around in some form or fashion for 5,000 years. Anything that's been around that long has been around because it makes sense. It's a great business model. Unfortunately, you only know being on one side of the banker's table, and that is paying out money every month. What if you could be on the other side of the table? Well, there's no what ifs about it. You can absolutely do that. So please do me a favor. Take the time. It's a 90-minute webinar. Sit back, get a cup of coffee, and watch that webinar. After that webinar, there's a booklet that we'll send to you that'll even explain this in depth further. There's no obligation, it's totally free. But after you look at that stuff and you're ready to really change your financial future, get in contact with me or one of my associates from the site, and we will make all that happen for you. Perpetual Wealth Systems is the wave of the future. We are going to take the economy back, we're going to take your own personal economy back first, and we're going to take back the economy on a national basis. I want to thank you for stopping by. Click on that free webinar. Click on what others are saying. Spend some time at the site. And come see us at a live event. There's also going to be an icon on here that's going to talk about our next live event. Click on that and we'll show you why you should be at our next live event. And we're going to break down exactly what we do for people and all the benefits of joining us for a 3 or 4 day training. Thank you so much for stopping by. It's been my pleasure. We'll see you soon.